What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Cleveland Guardians video for you guys, as the Guardians have officially begun their search for a new manager after Terry Francona officially announced that he was stepping down as manager of the Guardians yesterday. And when it comes to the candidates, we're starting to hear some names. Now, before I get into the names and everything, Zach Meisel tweeted this out yesterday, and I quote, "The Guardians' initial list of possible managers included 45 to 48 names. So yeah, when they said the list would be long, they weren't lying." Zach also added, "They have narrowed that some and have begun interviews." And then to wrap it up, Zach said, and I quote, "Sandy Alomar declined to interview, though Chris Antoinetti says he'll continue to be a big part of our future." Now, from what I remember, Sandy actually took over as interim manager after the Guardians fired Manny Acta, and from what we can assume, he didn't like it so much, so he's going to stick with being our first base coach. And honestly, I'm perfectly fine with that. Let him be our first base coach. That's his spot, right? I wouldn't want to have anyone else manning that spot, right? Leave him at first base, and then maybe leave Sarba at third. Right? Now, as far as possible candidates go, Joel Sherman from the New York Post has another name that came out, as he posted this article with the title, "Guardians Eye Yankees Bench Coach Carlos Mendoza as Possible Terry Francona Successor." Now, from what I could gather on Mendoza, one, he's bilingual, which is pretty cool. And also, he's been in the Yankees organization since 2009, and he's been working with Aaron Boone as his bench coach for the last couple years. So that's really all I could gather on him. But yeah, another interesting candidate added to the list that is surely going to grow. Now, I will be keeping track of all the manager candidates that the Guardians have interviewed. As so far, of course, we have Craig Albernaz from the Giants. He was their bullpen and catching coach. And then Carlos Mendoza, who is the Yankees bench coach. So just two names have come out so far. And like I said, that list is going to grow. Now, believe it or not, BetOnline.ag actually released odds on who the next manager could be. And there were some very interesting names featured. So to start off, the leader, Will Venable, at plus 300. Then you have Sandy Alomar Jr., who of course declined to interview, so you might as well just take his name off the list. Behind him, DeMarlo Hale, plus 600. Joe Espada, plus 700. Mark DeRosa, Mike Sarba at plus 1,000. Walt Weiss, plus 1,400, along with Craig Counsell and Kai Correa. Stephen Vogt, plus 1,600, along with Joe Madden and Gabe Kapler and Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly. Interesting. Mike Napoli, plus 2,200. Rodney Linares, also at plus 2,200. Craig Albernaz, plus 2,500. And then Jim Thome and Manny Ramirez at plus 10,000. Bro, seriously, imagine if we just out of nowhere hired Manny Ramirez. Oh, that would be insane. My God. But yeah, it really sounds like Will Venable might be the leader. But we'll see what happens. I'm sure more names will pop up, just like Carlos Mendoza. So, we'll see who else pops up in the managerial search. And if I get any updates, I will definitely let you guys know. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. As always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. And I will see you all in a few hours for Game 2 of the NL Wildcard Series between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hope to see you there. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Guardians. And I'm out. Bye-bye. Hopefully this is the last video of the day. But we'll see.